Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Ethan Kramer. We begin tonight with a 3-car crash just 2 miles outside of Newtown, North Dakota. The North Dakota Highway Patrol tells us that just after 1:30 this morning, Ryan Lucht was traveling west on Highway 23 when he rear-ended a semi. After hitting the semi, Lucht sideswiped another vehicle. The drivers of the 2 vehicles that were hit were not hurt, but Lucht had minor injuries and was charged with a DUI and driving under suspension. The crash remains under investigation. A Fargo man is facing charges after evading police, going at speeds of over 100 miles an hour. 21-year-old Isaac Teagarden was charged with fleeing and reckless endangerment. Teagarden passed an officer after making a U-turn. The officer then tried to make a traffic stop, but they say he sped off at speeds over 100 miles an hour. Police were able to locate the vehicle using a thermal drone in someone's driveway. Police spoke to a neighbor, which helped them identify the suspect. Teagarden denied driving the car, but a woman was in the car as well, and once they were both located by police, she admitted to being in the car with Teagarden and that he was the driver. Both charges against Teagarden are felonies. West Fargo Police Department has released a reminder to stay on the lookout for missing West Fargo woman Jeanette Warner. She was last seen on July 11th leaving work around 2:30. Warner drives a gray Nissan 2017 Rogue with North Dakota license plates 261AZY. If you have any information on her whereabouts or any information that could point them in the right direction, you're asked to call the West Fargo Police Department at 701-515-5500. Well, the rain has found its way into the forecast over the last couple of days, but it looks like we're going to see some warmer weather ahead. Let's send things over to our first alert storm team's Shelby Ebertowski. Shelby.
Yes, Ethan, we do have warmer temperatures on the way, but first we have to get through the thunderstorms we're experiencing right now over in Devil's Lake. Take a look at that. These are starting to see some of those pop-up thunderstorms just to the south and the west of Devil's Lake, but we're also starting to see some arrive down near Ellendale and Oaks. Now this one is starting to produce some light to moderate lightning strikes just to the south of Oaks, now entering into areas near that Marshall and Roberts County area. Now these are going to be non-severe, however, to the north, near just passing through Devil's Lake, just passing through that Carrington area, Ethan, we're starting to see a lot more of lightning strikes here, and it's going to continue to make its way through the northern valley over the next 30 minutes. But we also have more chances of storms, Ethan, on Monday, and I'll go over the track and timing of that coming up in a few moments.
Well, Lake Shelby. The Cass County Sheriff's Office in Minnesota is surveying storm damage from earlier in the week and is encouraging people to sign up for their alert system. Officials report strong winds and possible tornado on Tuesday near Cass County Road 39 and Chippewa Drive northwest. The storm also affected Boy Lake and the Vermilion Lake areas. Deputies found trees down but say no homes were damaged. Many area gravel roads have washouts and some roads are enclosed in the Boy River area. The Sheriff's Office says extra caution should be used while they work to fix the roads. The townships affected are listed on your screen now. Early damage estimates to the public infrastructure are more than $132,000. The Cass County Sheriff's Office is encouraging people to sign up for their alert system. We have all that information on our free VNL News app. There's some good news for our business owners and residential Cook, Minnesota. Floodwaters are receding, but people are trying to wrap their minds around what's next. As Sammy Salina shows us, Governor Walz is promising that help is on the way.
Water retreats as Cook County residents think about what's next.
It's the wet basements and the wet houses that are the worst.
Governor Tim Walz surveyed the damage after 5 to 7 inches of rain put homes and businesses underwater.
There's about 8 feet of water in my basement, sewage water.
Teresa Drift helps the homeless for a living. Today, she says she can't go back to her home.
Completely overwhelmed, but like I said, we're safe. My kids are safe. My dog is safe. No one died in this flood. But it's really hard.
They're already pulling out all their carpet.
She was one of the folks asking the governor for help and to speed up the process of federal and state assistance.
How long did it take before you said, look, it's getting a little bit wet, and now, look, we're in danger or need to leave?
It was 3-4 hours maybe.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
He says he's working on securing those funds.
I think he's right. I don't know if he can salvage anything electronic.
But as he better understands the sense of urgency, he knows they won't come soon enough.
I want to be really careful on this, that, you know, and it's not a cynicism on this, but the process is a process. It is going to move too slowly.
There will be a weeks-long, potentially months-long process of assessing the damage and seeing how this disaster qualifies for certain funding.
All this is grand, but you've got sewage in your basement. You had things that are ruined. You're trying to figure out where you have to live. That part is more complicated, but it is absolutely a priority.
It's a good idea to keep that VNL weather app handy for forecasts right at your fingertips. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store today. And take a look at this. The rain totals for our neighbors to the south have been more than 10 inches in some areas. The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls put out this map today, showing a narrow area of 10 to 15 inches over the last 3 days. They say they are still collecting rainfall reports and the totals could change. Friends and family are coming together to celebrate the life of North Dakota woman who went missing and was found dead months later. The celebration of life for Brianna Ward was today in Fairview, Montana. Brianna was reported missing on February 28th. She was found dead in Williston on May 12th. Family and friends conducted several searches and had a reward for information about the case. Police have not yet released information about how she died. A Fargo woman is frustrated after she says a local vet treated her dogs poorly. This first came to us through the whistleblower hotline. Morgan Daly of Fargo says her 2 dogs visited Castleton Vet Clinic in Fargo for both of her dogs to receive an unclear treatment plan. After telling her story, she says she isn't the only one.
I made a Facebook post about what happened, and there are over 100 comments of people who have also had bad and even worse experiences than I have.
Reached out directly to Castleton Vet Clinic, who said, we don't have anyone available that will talk about this. If you're looking for the Facebook post, she made it linked. It's linked to our story on valleynewslive.com. If you've ever experienced anything like this or any other issues in your community, you can call our whistleblower hotline at the number on your screen. It's 701-369-3187. All you have to do is leave your tip, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. If you're driving through downtown Jamestown, you might come across some new pops of color on the east side of Hugo's Family Marketplace on First Avenue. There's a new Food is Fun interactive mural. It's North Dakota themed, and it's 250 feet long and 25 feet tall. It took around 40 gallons of paint in about 42 hours for artist Max Patzner and his wife Bethany to create.
To put all these things into one mural was pretty easy for me, actually. And then so throughout the mural there's there's a big giant bison, and there's sunflowers and all these elements from North Dakota.
The mural was a collaboration between Hugo's Jamestown Tourism and the Jamestown Downtown Association. Max Passner also illustrates kids' books, which helped him inspire this mural.
With the thunderstorms we're experiencing right now, we do have a chance to see up to half an inch or even a full inch of rain throughout the overnight hours till tomorrow morning. But we do have more chances of some scattered showers and some stronger thunderstorms tonight, like I mentioned, but also on Monday. So coming up in your full forecast, I'll have the full track and timing of what you can expect for the multiple chances of several chances of storms.